Today's breakdown is about context, growth, and situational football. We're not here to relive a headline or celebrate a rivalry for the sake of it. We're here to slow things down and understand what moments like the 2018 AFC Championship Game actually reveal about the Kansas City Chiefs, about quarterback development, and about how red zone execution and decision-making under pressure shape legacies over time. I'm Daniel, and this is Red Zone Kingdom. And when you strip this conversation down to the football, there's a lot more here than a comeback, a quote, or a handshake in a locker room. When people talk about Tom Brady and the Chiefs, the numbers are always the first thing mentioned. Over a 23-year career, Brady finished with a winning or even record against every NFL team except Kansas City. Against the Chiefs, he went 5-6 in the regular season, and after Andy Reid took over in 2013, that record dropped to 1-5. That matters, not as trivia, but because it shows how consistently Kansas City challenged even the most established quarterback in the league once Reid's system was fully in place. But situational football doesn't live in the regular season alone. The postseason compresses everything. Fewer possessions. Shorter margins. Every third down and every red zone snap carries more weight. And in that environment, Brady went 3-0 against Kansas City in the playoffs. Super Bowl 55 is part of that story, but the most instructive game, the one that still teaches us the most, is the 2018 AFC Championship Game. From a red zone perspective, that game is a masterclass in how small decisions alter outcomes. Kansas City scored 31 points. Patrick Mahomes played with confidence, aggression, and creativity. The offense moved the ball, generated explosive plays, and consistently stressed coverage rules. But when you slow the film down, you see the difference between creating pressure and finishing drives. Red zone, for casual fans, simply means any possession inside the opponent's 20-yard line. Space is compressed. Defenders don't have to worry about vertical threats in the same way. Windows close faster. Timing and spacing become more important than raw arm strength or speed. This is where quarterbacks either take what the defense gives them immediately, or they risk letting the play die. In that 2018 game, Kansas City had red zone success, but they also left opportunities on the field. There were moments where a play produced points, but not maximum leverage. A field goal instead of a touchdown. A third down that forced a kick instead of extending a drive. Against most teams, that's survivable. Against Brady, especially in a championship setting, it becomes decisive. Brady's own recollection of that game is telling. He called it one of the greatest championship games he'd ever been part of, and one of his greatest memories walking off a football field. That doesn't come from dominance. It comes from execution under stress. New England won 37-31 in overtime on a walk-off touchdown, and that ending is the ultimate example of situational control. Overtime in that era meant sudden death after the first touchdown. New England won the coin toss, and Kansas City's defense never saw the field again. But the reason the Patriots were in position to do that wasn't luck. It was a sequence of third-down conversions, smart play-action calls, and an understanding of how Kansas City's coverage rules changed near the goal line. Play-action matters more in the red zone than many fans realize. Even when defenses know the run is less likely, linebackers and safeties still have to honor run keys. That half-step of hesitation is often the difference between a contested throw and an open window. Brady lived in those margins. For Kansas City, that loss became a reference point, not a scar. And that's where Patrick Mahomes' development really shows up. After the game, Brady went out of his way to find Mahomes in the locker room. Not to celebrate, not to posture, but to deliver a message: you're doing everything the right way, and you're going to win a lot of Super Bowls. That interaction matters because it reflects what elite quarterbacks recognize in each other, not just arm talent, but decision-making, leadership, and emotional control. Brady later emphasized that what impressed him most wasn't Mahomes' play style, but how he handled wins and losses, how he spoke after tough moments, and how he consistently credited teammates and coaches. From a Chiefs perspective, that aligns directly with how Mahomes has evolved in the red zone. Early in his career, Kansas City leaned heavily on explosive creativity. Deep crossers, extended plays, off-schedule throws. As defenses adjusted, Mahomes adjusted with them. His red zone game became more about anticipation than improvisation, more about timing than escape. You see it in his chemistry with Travis Kelce. Inside the 20, Kelce's value isn't speed, it's leverage. He understands how defenders want to play him, and Mahomes understands when Kelce is about to win a route before it's obvious on broadcast film. Those option routes, especially on third down, are a direct answer to the kind of coverage New England used in 2018. Andy Reid's sequencing also reflects lessons learned. Red zone play design isn't just about one call, it's about what you've shown earlier in the drive. Motion to identify coverage. A run look that sets up a pass. A quick throw that forces defenders to play flatter on the next snap. Kansas City's red zone touchdown percentage in the years following that loss climbed because the offense became more efficient, not necessarily more flashy. Statistically, the Chiefs have consistently ranked above league average in red zone touchdown rate and third down conversion since Mahomes became the starter. That's not accidental. It's a product of experience, coaching continuity, and a quarterback who learned, early, what championship-level situational football demands. When people compare Mahomes and Brady head-to-head, the playoff record always comes up. Brady was 2-0 against Mahomes in the postseason. That's factual. But context matters. Those games represent different stages of Mahomes' career. What matters more for Kansas City is what came after. Mahomes took those lessons, refined his process, and turned them into championships of his own. From a red zone kingdom lens, this story isn't about who was better. It's about how moments under pressure shape how offenses evolve. The 2018 AFC Championship Game forced Kansas City to become more precise, more patient, more ruthless inside the 20-yard line. When you watch the Chiefs now, especially in late-game or red zone situations, you can trace that lineage. The calm at the line of scrimmage. The willingness to take a 5-yard completion instead of chasing a highlight. The trust that efficiency wins when the field shrinks. That's the real takeaway. Great quarterbacks don't just accumulate wins, they accumulate understanding. Brady recognized it in Mahomes that night. And the Chiefs built an offense that reflects it. That's what stood out to me when I slowed this down. And that's why moments like this matter far beyond the final score.